Any station can claim they're the most accurate, but only No Wait Weather and Traffic has the seal to prove it.
Don't risk your family's safety. Trust the most accurate weather team in Houston. No Wait Weather and Traffic only on CW 39 Houston. Injured? Call 713-900-2222. Mokaram Law Firm. Live. No Wait Weather and Traffic on CW 39 Houston.
All right, it is about 5:30, everyone, and the change is upon us. Lots of things happening outside that were different from yesterday, but not much.
Yeah.
Right? Little rain.
Got
Sprinkle.
We got a little bit of that for sure.
Okay, spit rain, or whatever you want to call it.
And it's also oddly warm out there this morning.
Very.
Yeah.
That can never be good.
Yeah. No, especially for the hair. I mean, the hair is like, what? So.
No, yeah, totally felt it or last night. I turned on the AC last night.
Yeah.
Oh.
I had a ceiling fan going in my bedroom for the first time in like, I don't know, 4 or 5 months or something.
Forever,
I'm with
ever?
you.
Yeah, it was, and then you walk out and
It's sticky.
yeah,
Gross. Nasty.
It's not horrible.
Ish.
Horrible.
She loves it.
I know
This
she loves
is
it.
her jam right here, this kind of weather. So, all right, we're going to get to traffic in a moment.
Yeah.
Let's go on ahead on. Oh, we're talking about weather since we're talking about it.
So
Tell us more.
my advice for people leaving the house today would be to bring a jacket with you. As warm as it is right now, it's about 70 in Houston. It will be cooler this afternoon. So there's a front coming in. That's part of the changes we're going to see today. And we also have a little rain out there now, but it's more widespread farther west. And compared to yesterday, we were thinking the timing of this front coming in might be more so this morning. Now it's looking like more like a midday or afternoon passage of the front, and therefore the rain chances, the best rain chances, have been delayed a few hours. And we're thinking most of the rain and the storms come through right around midday. You see those higher odds from 11 a.m. through about 3 p.m. So we'll watch for that middle of the day, and that's also going to give us time to warm up a little bit more. I think we'll get to the mid-70s before the front comes in. Then our temperatures will start going down this afternoon. Coming up, we'll look at Futurecast showing you when and where to expect the storms today. We've got a lot of the up and down thing going on with the temperatures fluctuating over the next several days, and part of that is because we have another front, a windy one, coming in on Friday. We'll get to that forecast soon. Kerrigan?
Our roads are mostly quiet right now, so I'm going to take it out to the coastline, talk about a little bit of water traffic that you could be encountering today. We have events fog advisory out along the coastline. This is going to include places like the immediate coast off in Galveston, Bolivar Peninsula, and out along the bay. So Causeway and the Fred Hartman Bridge will be impacted by this. Things not looking all too bad from our TransStar camera right now along the Causeway. But as we look at our visibility, we can start to see that fog building in. This is sea fog, by the way, guys. Out along Galveston Island and along the bay. Now going back to our full camera view so I can switch it over just now. Got a report. This is never fun in the morning. We love a good center lane stall at 5:32 a.m. The worst of all lanes to have a stalled heavy truck. But there we go. We'll be going over those drive times coming up.
All right, thank you so much. Let's get you started with our top story this morning. A teenager was struck by a bullet while sleeping during a drive-by shooting in Northwest Houston. It happened at about 1 a.m. this morning near Kirkendall Road and Cypress Landing Road. Harris County deputies say that 13-year-old teenager was asleep in her bed when bullets from that drive-by came through the apartment, striking her. She was taken to a trauma center where she is expected to survive. Now, the mother and her 3 children, ages 2 daughters and 1 son, were all at home inside the apartment when the drive-by shooting took place.
A man is recovering after being shot in his leg and then dropped off in Southwest Houston. It happened near Alabama and Berry Street around 10 last night, where police say the victim was shot and then dropped off in an unknown location and then taken to the hospital. No further information is known at this time.
Montgomery County Police are on the hunt for a teenage boy who went missing. We're talking about this teenager. Look closely. This is 16-year-old Jace Gilmore. He was last seen in the Peach Creek area in New Caney. Jace is about 5 feet 2 inches tall, has brown hair and brown eyes, and weighs about 95 pounds. If you know his whereabouts or if you've seen him, please contact Montgomery County Sheriff's Office and refer to his case.
A massive leak in Northwest Houston causes thousands of customers to go without water yesterday. A leak in a 16-inch water line at Tidwell and Antoine left residents in several neighborhoods, including Candlelight Oaks, Candlelight Village, and Antoine Forest, with low water pressure. 2 schools in the area had to close their doors as a result. Public Works crews worked to repair the leak Tuesday and dug a large hole at the intersection. Residents say water pressure was restored right about noon.
Well, now to Austin. Residents there are now in day 7 of no power after last week's deadly ice storm. Nearly 10,000 homes and businesses are right now still in the dark.
Now, frustrations over the lack of power is reaching a boiling point. Correspondent Marky Martin tells us more.
The pace of restoration is slow and steady.
More than a week later, and thousands across Austin are still in the dark after a deadly winter storm crippled the Texas capital.
This is the first thing I noticed, is that this huge branch had fallen over into these wires over here.
Scenes like this, all too common after sub-freezing temperatures sent ice-wrapped trees crashing down onto power lines.
We're also hearing that the levels of debris from this storm are occurring at unprecedented levels.
Top energy officials say the aftermath is hurricane-level devastation, but for some, it's not just a cold inconvenience.
This morning he had no oxygen.
For Judy Evans, whose husband relies on an oxygen machine, it's a health emergency. The couple deciding to leave town after learning they may not get power back until Sunday.
It's hard because to watch someone you love struggle to breathe anyway, and it's even harder when you don't have that power source.
A week without electricity, heat, and refrigeration, and no guarantee when the lights are coming back on, has thousands going stir crazy.
Their answer is we've let down the people of Austin, and our thoughts and prayers to you, but that's just do your job.
Austin energy officials sharing that the frustration has led to irate customers. In one incident, police were called after threats were made to a utility crew.
We understand that you're upset. These guys came to help, and they're not here to, they don't deserve that.
And speaking of the Austin area, they are cold right now behind a cold front that's yet to reach us. It'll gradually push in later today. So for those still without power around Austin, they could probably be using some heat right now. It's in the 40s there, but look, we're 70 degrees here currently in Houston. You can see pretty clearly where that front is, where the colors change from the yellow, green to the blue. So colder air is on the way later on today, and it's as that front comes in, some rain and thunderstorms will be sweeping through our area as well. We've seen a few showers drifting through this morning, but the bulk of the rain this morning, and I think most of the morning drive, the bulk of the rain stays west of Houston, comes in late morning, midday, and early afternoon. That'll be our most likely time frame to get some of those showers and storms today, and then by late afternoon it's passing east of us. On radar, as we come in a little closer, you can see along Highway 290, pretty far northwest of Houston is where we see some of the downpours right now, but a lot of the Houston area roads, they're kind of damp, but we don't have any substantial rain falling at the moment. Futurecast as we continue on through the day today, I'll take you from now to 10 a.m. You can see again that most of it is still hanging off towards our west. That front does start coming in right around midday, so that's when some showers and thunderstorms start looking more likely around Houston. That'll be the case through about mid-afternoon. Here's 3 p.m. and after that point, a lot of the rain and storms will start heading east of our area. So our forecast today, we've got the 75 for the high, but notice the down arrow because it will be in the 50s by about maybe 4 or 5 p.m., somewhere in that range. So eventually it's going to start cooling off before the sun sets today. And then we're down to the 40s tomorrow morning, but we actually warm back up tomorrow. We'll get up to 71. Then we've got another front coming in Friday. No rain with this one, but it's going to bring wind and it's going to bring some pretty chilly air, highs in the 50s. We're down close to freezing. Maybe some spots outside the city reaching a light freeze on Saturday morning. So a cool and sunny day on Saturday, slightly warmer as we get into Sunday. Kerrigan?
And here in the McCarran Law Firm Traffic Center, we don't have much rainfall on our immediate Houston roads right now, but you have to go a little bit further out, like Adam mentioned, if you want to encounter any type of rainfall on that morning drive up along 290 toward Waller. But believe it or not, I do have radar overlaid here on our traffic map. You can see that we're really not picking up on anything for the time being. That will be changing, though, as we move forward with the morning. Some of those showers will be inching closer to us here in town. 16 North Loop at Homestead, we do still have have this report of a pesky heavy truck stall keeping cars backed up along this stretch of the North Loop. We have a police car on the scene just to kind of alert folks that there is a stalled car right in the middle of the roadways. So going now into those drive times, for the most part, everyone is still in the green. Woodlands Parkway to downtown Houston, 24 minutes for your drive. Barker Cypress to the West Loop along 290, only 15 minutes. That rain's not stopping them. Broadway Street to downtown, 10 minutes for your drive in along 288. You're watching CW39 Houston. No wait, weather and traffic.
You ready for this? Because we're coming to the CW.
Watch Live Golf Live starting February 24th.
The Rule and Ryan Show month of games is back on 104.1 KRBE and can be your ticket to Taylor Swift. Your favorite games every morning like the Rapid Fire Quiz and Song Pop.
All of this gets you into the running for the VIP experience for the year's biggest concert.
Win a pair of tickets to see Taylor Swift, a limo ride to the show, and a weekend stay at the Omni.
It's me. Swift thinking will get you Swift tickets with the Rule and Ryan Show and the month of games on 104.1 KRBE.
Hey guys, my name is Katie Davis. I'm with Total Wealth Academy. We are the mentor group for real estate investors, and I'm really excited to share a video with you guys featuring our CEO, Steve Davis, being interviewed by one of the original sharks from Shark Tank, Kevin Harrington.
Hi, I'm Kevin Harrington, an original shark from the hit television show Shark Tank, and with me today is Steve Davis. Steve, welcome.
Thank you.
Steve is the CEO and lead consultant at Total Wealth Academy, where they walk people through the process of building a second stream of income using real estate. Now, we can talk about that in a little bit here, Steve, but I'm most curious, why do you do what you do?
Well, what happened to me is I started down the path that most people take, which is to get a job, try to climb the corporate ladder and build wealth that way.
Right.
And what happened is, in the middle of my path, about 5 years after working 60, 70 hours a week, I won a national sales contest. When I got back from my trip to Hawaii that I won, they cut my pay by 20 grand a year.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
And it made me realize that corporate dependence is not the way to do it. So I started reading, studying, and found out that successful people, almost all of them have a second stream of income.
Right, yes, absolutely. Now, how do you help successful people do this? How do you help the average person do this? I mean, to get that second stream.
Well, since I started with bad credit and no money and ended up with 4,000 apartment units, I can take somebody, no matter what their financial position is, and help them move forward. It's just slower if you're starting from that position.
Right.
But we use a hands-on method. I have coaches, I have consultants, and we walk people step by step by step through the process, whether it's buying groups of single-family homes, or some people can start with apartment complexes, senior living, self-storage, and so on.
We have to take a break for the news. We will be back with Kevin and Steve's interview in just a few minutes. Thanks for watching.
For the news at 9, watch CW39, the local coverage you've always trusted.
ABC 13 Eyewitness News at 9 on CW39 every night.
Well, President Biden says America needs to finish the job on police reform. This during his State of the Union address last night. The parents of Tyree Nichols were in attendance as Biden touched on police reform, saying, quote, "What happened to Tyree in Memphis happens too often. We have to do better. There's no words to describe the heartbreak or grief of losing a child. But imagine if you lost that child at the hands of the law," end quote. Some Democrats also wore black pins with the year 1870 bolded in white, referring to the first known instance of a police officer killing an unarmed free black person in the U.S. Well, all eyes were on Washington last night as President Biden delivered his State of the Union address to a full Congress.
Our Washington, D.C. correspondent Jesse Tenor joins us now with a look at that speech.
President Biden covered a wide variety of topics to not only appeal to the factions of his own party, but Republicans as well. And sometimes he even diverted from the script to respond to some lawmakers in real time.
Let's finish the job.
President Joe Biden used his second State of the Union address to build on his administration's last 2 years of work.
Made in America. I mean it.
President Biden announced new standards to require all construction materials used in federal infrastructure projects to be made in the U.S.
The supply chain for America
begins in America.
The president also called on Congress to reform law enforcement through increased training, accountability, and community policing, and to pass more gun laws.
Ban assault weapons now.
On immigration, President Biden wants more equipment and officers to secure the border and a pathway to citizenship for DACA recipients.
American border problems won't be fixed until Congress acts.
And as he advocated for unity, the president appeared to secure bipartisan support for safeguarding Medicaid and Social Security amid the debate to significantly cut government spending.
Off the books now, right? They're not to be stopped. All right.
But the GOP rebuttal to the president's address from Arkansas Governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders drew a stark line between Republicans and Democrats.
Democrats want to rule us with more government control, but that's not who we are.
And while President Biden didn't focus his speech on foreign policy, Sanders did, even going so far as to say President Biden is not fit to be commander-in-chief. In Washington, I'm Jessie Tenor.
Thank you again, Jesse. If you missed the news last night, here are a few stories we brought to you at 9 p.m., starting with this. Sheriff's deputies say a woman died after jumping from a vehicle being driven by her boyfriend. It happened on Barker Cypress near West Road. It appears the two had gotten into some type of argument. The boyfriend was detained for questioning, but deputies say he will not be charged. A.J. Armstrong Jr. supposed to have a third murder trial, but now it has been pushed back. Jury selection is scheduled for May. It had been planned for later this month. Armstrong is charged with killing his parents back in 2016 when he was only 16 years old. His first two trials ended with hung juries. This time, the jury selection process will be much more rigorous, according to lawyers, and it could take weeks instead of days. Governor Greg Abbott is asking for federal disaster aid after those vicious tornadoes ripped through parts of our southeast Texas area. He says the area sustained more than $4.2 million in damage from tornadoes last month. A presidential disaster declaration would open up more forms of recovery aid to the storm victims. Don't miss out. End your day at 9 p.m. every night right here on CW 39.
Well, as Central Texas is still dealing with outages in the aftermath of last week's ice storm, state lawmakers are tackling different problems revealed in the February 2021 winter storm.
And as our Capitol correspondent Monica Madden reports, there are some disagreements on how to really increase the reliability of our state's power grid.
And notably, one of the most vocal Republican critics of this market redesign plan was absent from the Capitol today, as Austin police arrested the chair, Senator Charles Schwerner, overnight on suspicion of driving while intoxicated.
The chair, as you know, is not going to be able to be with us today.
The absence of a leading critic didn't stop senators from grilling energy leaders Tuesday.
How can you tell us we're going to have more reliability?
Members reviewing the Public Utility Commission's proposed changes to the state's electric grid to increase reliability. Consider it phase 2 of reforms made during the 2021 legislative session, restructuring how companies buy and sell energy. The so-called PCM model would reward credits to companies for supplying power during peak demand.
Our goal was to provide you all the broad definition of the best reliability service that we could identify as a result of our analysis. We recognize that there are a lot of technical questions yet to be answered.
These plans are incredibly intricate.
So complicated, even some senators had difficulty understanding.
I felt like I was second-day freshman in a science class combined with a finance class.
Most senators seemingly skeptical that the plan would ensure reliability and affordability for customers.
We cannot miss on this.
An ongoing struggle for permanent solutions from the freeze that rocked Texas 2 years ago.
What's at risk is having more outages, not having enough electrons on the grid at a given time when there is greatest demand or need.
It could be years before this market redesign is implemented if approved. The committee did not vote on any measures today. In Austin, Monica Madden, back to you.
Items as you leave the house this morning, you probably want an umbrella and you probably want a jacket. Yes, you heard me right. As warm as it is now, 70 degrees, it's going to get cooler as we head through the afternoon. There's a front coming in from the west, and out west is where we see most of the rain right now. You can see the northwestern corner of Harris County. There's some showers moving through there. Literally even farther west, the rain is more widespread. So that's going to work its way towards us eventually. Late morning, midday, early afternoon is when most of the rain and thunderstorms will occur around Houston. So before the front comes in, temperatures in the 70s Behind it, even before sunset today, late afternoon, we'll probably see those temperatures down in the 50s. And again, midday, early afternoon is when most of the rain occurs. By late afternoon, that rain will be out of here. We also have a really low risk for a few strong to severe storms that may spark right around the Houston area, but then this line of storms probably gets more intense as it goes farther east around the Texas-Louisiana border into much of Louisiana, Mississippi. That's where there's a higher risk, even Arkansas, for some severe storms late in the day today as that heads east of our area. Now, our temperatures ahead of this, again, we're warm this morning. Look at this. We could top out in the mid-70s, maybe right around midday lunchtime. At least that's the case for Houston. But areas farther west, let's say maybe around Katy, for example, could be 10 degrees cooler than what the center of Houston sees at this time. And you can see farther west those cooler temperatures. So that's midday. Watch the numbers here around Houston falling to the 50s by about 5 p.m. So those temperatures will be diving later today and going all the way down to the low 40s by tomorrow morning. So we're going to get this little brief cool down here. We actually warm up pretty nicely, though, on Thursday, coming back up to the 70-degree mark with some sunshine. Then it's another turnaround with our temperatures. A windy cold front comes in without rain on Friday. That'll knock our temps back down once again. We're back to some jacket or coat weather as we start our weekend. Going to be cold on Saturday morning, kind of cool during the day as well. Temps go up slightly on Sunday, but we've got at least dry weather to enjoy this weekend. Same can't be said next week, and it looks like our next best rain chance day just happens to fall on Valentine's Day.
All right, everyone, speaking of the day of love, you CW39 viewers, listen up. CW39 is looking for the cutest couple in town. And if you want a chance to win a Valentine's basket worth $50, all you have to do is upload a photo of you and your boo to our website, CW39.com. It's brought to you by Simply Sense Candle Company, filled with lots of love. Now let's head on outside somewhere where you go on a honeymoon, where you're in love. You're looking at the sky, but if you can take the banner down just a second, you're looking at Ceuta, Spain. And look at that, the mountainous region looking gorgeous on a beautiful Wednesday. Don't you feel it? Yeah, there's love in the air there too. We're CW39 Houston. No wait weather and traffic. This is courtesy of earthcam.com.
I'm Sam Lee from Attorney Steve Lee. If you've been injured in an accident, call us now at 713-CALL-LEE. Don't let the tow truck driver or the doctor choose your lawyer. If you are suffering due to a car wreck, truck accident, or work injury, call now for a free consultation.
Involved in a catastrophic accident or lost a loved one and struggling financially from missed time at work? For 43 years, Walker Texas Lawyer has represented clients in need. Call Walker Texas Lawyer now. We will fight for your hospitalization and financial compensation.
Hey guys, it's Katie with Total Wealth Academy again. Please enjoy the rest of Steve Davis's interview with Kevin Harrington.
There's a lot going on in America right now, and I just wonder, why is it important for people to have a second stream of income?
The main reason is, according to the U.S. government, by age 65, 95% of Americans fail to retire. The sad thing is 26% are dead. So the golden years are really a golden lie.
Wow.
And when you study the 5% who do retire successfully before or at 65, guess what we found? The same thing.
Oh, wow.
Almost all of them have a second, some of them third and fourth stream of income.
Very nice. Now, when is the best time to invest in real estate, if there is such a thing, right?
Yeah. You know, the
timing is everything, right? You know?
The funny thing is, we make money in both the up and down markets.
Okay.
And not a lot of people realize this, but you know what we're praying for right now? A crash.
Okay.
Because we'll be able to buy property at very low prices. And people say, well, the property you already own dropped. I don't care. I'm not going to sell it. It's still cash flowing.
Right.
If I'm making, say, 80 grand a month in cash flow off of 4,000 units, the market crashes, I'm still making $80,000 a month.
Right, exactly.
It doesn't. So we like the up and down market.
So Steve, how can people reach out to you and your company?
I think the easiest way is to go to our website, which is TotalWealthAcademy.com. There they can find out about our radio show. I'm on 7 days a week.
Right.
We also have a free introductory workshop where they can get a sample of how we teach and what we teach.
Nice.
And that's the best way.
Oh, fantastic. So visit TotalWealthAcademy.com to reach out and get started by taking advantage of our free sample class. Steve, thanks for being here today.
Thank you.
Because no matter what you're looking for, Antenna TV has something for everyone.
Well, yesterday was National Black HIV and AIDS Awareness Day.
And with that, the Black community is still leading in carrying the virus. Efforts were made to educate the community on preventative measures, and they're doing just that right now. Take a look.
February 7th is National Black HIV and AIDS Awareness Day. But HIV awareness is not just about one day, but educating the community year-round. That's why Kevin Carter says events like these make it that much easier to get medical supplies on hand.
How can we prevent HIV? The basics. Use condoms. Have your partner use condoms. And always be tested.
Chris Reynolds is the executive director of the Southern Nevada Health Consortium, working to break that stigma surrounding HIV.
When you can take a pill once a day or you can get an injection, every 2 months that will prevent you from getting HIV, we want to make sure people are more aware of that.
Herbert Brooks stopped by the plaza on his way to the store. He's making sure everybody he knows can get these resources for free.
They don't get help because they don't want to get help. It's available to them, but they don't take advantage of it. But when they got something like this event, it's good. It shows them that, hey, we are here to help you.
While the Centers of Disease Control states African American communities have made progress reducing HIV transmission, more outreach does need to continue.
Our population of Nevada that identify as either African American or Black is 9%, yet our new HIV cases are 17%. So it's very disproportionate. So it's an even more important need to be doing awareness and testing.
And here in the McCarran Law Firm Traffic Center, still no rainfall coming down on the 610 loop as well as the Beltway. You're in the clear as well. But we do have a heavy truck stall along the North Loop right now. It's just one heavy truck, but it is putting a doozy on your morning drive if this is where it takes you. We do have multiple lanes closed now that the emergency crews have arrived on the scene. So as we take a look at the site of the incident, we have one of your center lanes, your left lane and your left shoulder all shut down in hopes to clear this rather soon. We will be going over traffic flows mainly out along 290 coming up shortly. That rainfall inching closer and closer to us here to town, impacting that morning drive. You're watching CW39 Houston. No wait, weather and traffic.